Uh, Hi guys. So this is Mohana. I'm one of the content creators here at Glamrs, and I'm doing a really fun basic skincare live today where I'll explain to you what you need to know for having the most effective basic skincare routine. You won't need a lot of expensive products or any extensive skincare routine. Like you don't have to worry about it. And also something really special in this show, I'm going to give you guys a very exclusive discount code that you can use on glamrs.com, where you will get a flat 15% off for 24 hours. And stay tuned to see what the code is. Okay, all right. So I'm going to talk to you about guys about basic skincare. So make sure you put in all of your questions down below so that I can answer them. And I'm going to start off with letting you guys know exactly what all comes in your basic skincare. So you don't need to worry about much. You need to just have a really good cleanser that's going to make sure your pores are clean, your skin is not having any dirt on it, and also you need a moisturizer so that you can replenish all the hydration to your skin. And a toner is not an essential, but if you have very oily skin or acne prone skin, you can definitely use it. And you can also use a sunscreen. This is a super important step, so definitely use a sunscreen. So let's see what questions we have. It's a bit early still, and a lot of you guys are still saying hi. So, hi guys, thank you so much for joining me today. So there's a question here. Saraswati Das is asking best face wash for combination acne prone skin. So I have been using Cetaphil for the longest time, but I recently switched over to the Sebamed foaming face wash, and it has really been helping me because I've been having some breakouts recently. Yes, we know. I've been having a little bit of issues with my skin, but Sebamed cleanser has really helped me because it's foaming and it really helps with thoroughly cleansing out the gunk from your pores. But if you don't have a very oily skin type or very acne prone skin, then Cetaphil, I mean guys, I'm always going to recommend Cetaphil. It's really good. Um, so there's a question about dark circle problems. So dark circles are literally the most universal thing ever, and it really does affect every single person. But I think what I found is, unfortunately, guys, I feel like more than topical creams and treatments, the right lifestyle, like sleeping on time and just exercising and all of this sort of helps you with dark circles more. But they are hereditary, so I think what's going to help you the most is learning the right makeup techniques that you can use to conceal your dark circles. That will really help you out. Okay, a lot of questions are pouring in. Thank you guys for sending so many questions. Okay, let's see. Um, what age onwards can we use hyaluronic acid? So, hyaluronic acid actually I would recommend for someone with any skin type actually, because it's a very hydrating ingredient and it's not going to make your skin oily. And now talking about what age onwards. So, in your teens, essentially, you don't really need very detailed skincare products, like stuff that like acids in skincare and all of that. Your skin doesn't really need it just yet because it's kind of fighting for it's supporting itself at the moment. But when you start aging a little bit and enter your 20s or your late 20s, you'll notice your skin loses its moisture that it has generally, and you will then find the need to opt for more extensive skincare. Another question, should teenagers use a serum? Again, not required. The same answer that I just gave you. It is an extensive skincare step that you can skip for now if you are a teenager. Which gel based SPF is best for dry, sensitive skin and non greasy and fast absorbing? So, since you have dry skin but also need something non-greasy, I think you can go for like a silicone-based sunscreen. I have used face guard sunscreen in the past, and it is silicone based. It does not leave a white cast on your face because it's like transparent, and it doesn't clog your pores. Like, it feels really light. Like, you will not feel like you're putting something heavy on your skin. So definitely look out for that one. Next question from Rohini: how to use chemical exfoliation? So, chemical exfoliation, basically, you don't have to freak out hearing the word chemical exfoliation. It is not anything scary. Basically, it is just, actually, it'll be a little shocking, but it can be more gentle than physical exfoliation. The word chemical shouldn't scare you. So, acids in skincare like glycolic acid, mandelic acid, all of these different exfoliating acids basically take your dead skin cells and kind of dissolve them and take them away without you having to scrub your face. And you can find chemical exfoliants in a lot of different forms. You can find AHAs and BHAs and face washes that contain all of these. So they are chemical exfoliators. And also, Body Slash by Glamrs is a body mask which contains glycolic acid, and you can put it on your hands and legs and anywhere on your body really, and even like spot treat it on your face for your acne. And it does contain glycolic acid, so it is really helpful if you're looking for a gentle chemical exfoliating product. Should we use sunscreen on the body? Yes, yes, definitely. Your skin doesn't end at your neck. You need to care about your body as well. So I would definitely say remember to apply sunscreen on your body too. I know we forget it. I know I forget it at times, but yes, you should. Okay, so now that I've spoken a bit about cleansers, I'm going to move on to moisturizers. So, in moisturizers, you don't really need to look for a super extensive moisturizer that has a lot of different ingredients. You can genuinely just start with a simple one. And if you're in your teens, I'm sure you're looking for a moisturizer that's not going to make your skin greasy and oily. And I know I would like to pick those only. So I have started using Matte Melt by Glamrs regularly, and this has really helped with clogged pores and greasiness. Like, I mean, let me know if you guys get greasy skin by the time it's afternoon during the day. I feel like that's the peak time for your grease to show up on your skin. But yes, this has become my favorite moisturizer because it does not make my skin greasy, and it kind of keeps it looking just right the whole day. So now, I told you guys about a discount code in the beginning, and the code is going to get you 15% off on Glamrs products at glamrs.com, and that code is code Mohana, Mohana, which is my name. So if you guys want some really nice Glamrs products, and the product that I'm talking about right now, the Matte Melt, which is a non-greasy moisturizer, definitely check out glamrs.com and the code Mohana for 15% off. And guys, this is a super exclusive offer. Only the live fam is going to get this for the next 24 hours. So make sure you check it out. Um, let's look at some more questions now. So, some remedy for pimple marks. So actually, I feel like the best remedy I could give you for pimple marks is regularly applying a sunscreen on your face, because the pimple marks that you have in the beginning, they are always red and they turn brown later on. So why do they turn brown? And that's because of exposure from the sun and your melanin darkening happening, which is why the brown spots form. So if you regularly apply a sunscreen, you should notice your acne marks start to fade faster, and that will really kind of help your skin in general as well. It does protect your skin from early signs of aging, and I'm sure we want that. So what should 3 teens do for skincare routine? So now this is you need to do the super bare minimums, the very basics, which is simply a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a sunscreen. You do not need to worry about anything more than that. As long as you're doing these basic three things, you're going to have a very balanced and generally a good skin texture. So, next question. What SPF should you use? So there's no really the right or the best SPF. I mean, the higher the SPF is, isn't really doesn't really say it's going to give you the most protection. It more than the amount of protection, it indicates the amount of time that you will be protected against the sun. Like for example, if you have an SPF 30, you will be safe for 30 minutes, and then you can reapply if you're under like direct sunlight. So that's the rule of thumb to use on measuring SPF. But a minimum of 30 SPF should be really good, and you can try that out. So, looking at the next question, what about blackheads? How to remove them? So, I have been having some blackheads recently around my nose. So, I feel you, girl. I am going through it right now, and I think chemical exfoliation can really help. And I have been using body slush on these little not pimples, sorry, on these little blackheads, and it's actually been helping with just reducing that amount of gunk. And blackheads are generally just clogged pores that oxidize and turn into that dark color. Body Slush is also available at Glamrs.com, and right now you have the code Mohana for 15% off. So for anyone with blackheads, you can check that out too. Looking for some questions. How to control oil production on your face. So this I just spoke about matte melt, which is a really good excess oil balancing moisturizer. And if you have like been facing like excess oiliness, you can give this one a try on Glamrs.com. So, Prerna Jorwal is asking which facial hair removal method is the best for sensitive and acne prone skin. So, I actually shave my face with a facial razor, and I have found this to be the best method for me, because when it comes to threading or waxing or epilating, basically all of these do pluck out the hair from your face, and it is like kind of like a traumatic event for your skin, and that does usually lead to bumps and such little eruptions on your face. So for anyone with sensitive and acne prone skin, I actually wouldn't really recommend these methods. Another method you can try other than face shaving is applying a mask of yogurt, besan, and a little bit of turmeric, and letting it dry on your skin. This is really important. You need to let it dry, and then you need to rub in circular motions and actually just pull out all of the hair while rubbing in circular motion. So you can try this super natural home remedy. And if you're going to be removing facial hair and doing all of these methods, there's one thing I would definitely recommend to you, which is using a post hair removal soothing lotion. And one of my favorites is Fuzz Off by Glamrs, and it just basically cools and calms down your skin. Like if you have noticed your eyebrows getting red or your upper lips getting red when you come back from the parlor, like I have returned home looking like a complete monkey many times, and all of this was before Fuzz Off was ever in my life, but I don't have to worry about it now. And you can definitely be carefree and try hair removal methods on your skin at home. So for some more questions now. Recommendation for sunscreen brands other than products like La Shield or Neutrogena. So I've been using the Innisfree sunscreen for sensitive skin, and it's really good. I feel it really moisturizes my skin and protects me from the sun, but it does give a white cast. And if you don't want a white cast, the face cut sunscreen is really good for that because it's silicone based and really doesn't really have any color to it. A lot of recommendations, a lot of questions about face wash for teenagers and oily skin. So as I told you guys, I have two holy grail face washes, and that is the Cetaphil cream based face wash and the Sebamed foaming face wash. Now it's completely up to you whether you want to use the cream based face wash or the foaming face wash. Now if you have drier skin, the cream based face wash will be better for you, and if you have oilier, more acne prone skin, then the foaming face wash will be better for you. So which moisturizer or face serum is good for acne prone skin? So for a moisturizer or a serum for acne prone skin, you just need to kind of keep in mind that you pick something that is non-comedogenic. Now what does non-comedogenic mean? Basically it is supposed to not clog your pores, and this is the best thing for acne prone skin because your pores getting clogged is the number one reason of acne. So pick a moisturizer or a face serum that is non-comedogenic. And luckily the moisturizer and face serum that we have at Glamrs on glamrs.com, Mac Melt and Dream Skin, both are non-comedogenic, so you can give those a try. Okay, so there's a question about removing hair from chest and side areas for beginners. So body hair removal, you have obviously a bunch of options, and I think what I would recommend for body hair removal on your chest or arms is to first exfoliate the region really well, and then go in with your wax strips or your razor or whatever method you prefer, and apply fuzz off afterwards. Like follow the same routine, which is exfoliation before, so that you can just avoid bumps and ingrown hair and all of that. Because I mean, I'm sure we don't want that. So how to control sweating in face naturally? So now this is an interesting question because honestly there is no way to really control how much you sweat, because there are sweat glands in your skin that aren't going to be really altered by skincare alone. But a tip that I do have for you is to carry around a beauty blender and a matte setting spray. And whenever you feel you have excessive sweating on your face, first dab your face dry, spray the matte setting spray on your beauty blender or your beauty sponge, and just dab in the area like around your forehead or your chin, or on the upper lip. Like I've seen a lot of times the little beads of sweat forming on my upper lip, so you can try out this method. Devika is asking if we should apply sunscreen even at home. So I would actually say yes for this, and I'm sure a lot of you would be wondering that why should you apply sunscreen at home? Like you're not going you're not going out in the direct sunlight, or you are not really doing any sort of outdoor exercise. But I would definitely say apply sunscreen at home because firstly, you do not live in a complete dark room, I'm guessing, and you always encounter some type of sunlight, like from the windows or from the from the windows and screens also. And especially if you're someone with acne marks like I do, and they are going to worsen if they are affected by the sun and your melanin in the skin darkens. So I would definitely say just apply sunscreen at home as well, and this will really help with your acne marks from darkening and protecting your skin from the sun. Also, like, our ozone layer is depleting rapidly, and you don't really have a lot of natural sun protection left anymore, so sunscreens are more important than ever at this point. So, it's a cute little question. Bestie, do you have any sunscreen recommendations to teenagers? Yes, I have been recommending one or two of my favorite sunscreens, which is the Innisfree Sensitive Skin Sunscreen and Face Guard. Both of these are really, really good, and I've tried both. But if you have oilier skin, go for the Face Guard one for sure. How to treat dark circles, please recommend anything. So I haven't stumbled upon the perfect under eye cream yet, and for me the best way to treat dark circles is with a full coverage concealer, a really good blending brush, and the right technique. Like, honestly, don't worry about your dark circles all that much, because they are something that you can easily cover up with concealer or makeup whenever you do feel like keeping them covered up, and that is probably going to be much simpler and more affordable for you than just trying cream after cream like I have and like not finding the right one. So consider the makeup route. Which moisturizer is good for oily skin? I think you guys are reading my mind, because you guys are trying to, you guys are like using the similar products as me. Like, I use Mac Melt, which is a really good sunscreen for oily skin. It's going to really help with excess oil for you. So this is the oily skin moisturizer. There's a follow-up question about Mac Melt. What is the change that I can see after using Mac Melt? So I'll tell you this, what change I have seen and what change I've seen at other people at Glamrs. So for me personally, I really like how it evens out my pores a lot. So it really helps before I apply makeup. Like, I can genuinely see a smoother surface as a difference. And for Aisha, another content creator here at Glamrs, who you guys have seen in a lot of videos, you guys know she has very oily skin, and she has been using matte melt, and her skin stays matte all day long, which I hadn't seen at the office around in a long time, but now she stays matte. So that's the change you can see after matte melt. How to remove pigmentation. So now we're getting into a little complex skincare, but using brightening ingredients and sort of exfoliating ingredients too will help you a lot, but don't combine them. They can kind of work against each other. So if you are going to be chemically exfoliating, don't use some harsh brightening ingredient on the same day. But you can generally use brightening ingredients like vitamin C and exfoliators on different days though, like glycolic acid. Uh, so there's another question here. What is the benefits of Hands Up? So if you guys don't know, Hands Up is a refreshing underarm brightener by Glamrs, which is going to help you with evening the texture that is in your underarm skin, and also with brightening up any pigmentation or uneven discoloration that you might have under your under your arms, not under your underarms. And you should apply it like nightly, and in like 2 to 3 weeks you can start seeing some positive differences. For me personally, I've really noticed fine lines in my underarms getting much lighter, and that was one of my concerns. Like, if you guys know, when you apply deodorant and you get those white lines, so I've started to see much less of that. Let's take a few final questions. is it necessary to follow skincare routine like Koreans do to have healthy skin? So first of all, Korean skincare is really great to try, and it definitely has a lot of benefits. But you should also remember that skincare is a lot about your genetics as well. And Koreans have very good skin genetics. It's kind of like a part of their heritage when it comes to skin. So you will definitely notice positive changes if you do opt for a Korean skincare routine. But you do need to remember that genetics play a big part in it, and Koreans do have very good skin genetics. Um, Hasini is asking, can teenagers use Derma Cool Alpha Arbutin for dark spots? So I think if you absolutely want to use it, if you have excessive dark spots, you can use it, but don't use it more than it's recommended, or definitely consult with a dermatologist about this, because in your teen years you honestly don't really want to don't really want to experiment a lot with skincare in just in case it goes bad. Because in my teen years, you can imagine, teen Mohana will probably be doing a lot of stuff in skincare. But I had kind of like applied tea tree oil directly to my skin on an acne bump, and you can imagine what happened. Applying concentrated essential oils on your face is definitely a bad idea, and I had literally got like a burn on my face. So I would really, really recommend you not to experiment too much with skincare in your teen years, and really have a reliable doormat that you can ask about all of this. Okay, all right. So let us just take one last question for this live. Um, Janani is asking if chemical exfoliation is good for teens. So chemical exfoliation is kind of like an extra tip or extra step that you can have in your teen years. It's not an essential, but it would help to remove dead skin cells, in turn remove the things that are clogging in your pores, and that way it will reduce your it will reduce your chances of getting acne. So you can definitely do some chemical exfoliation, but I wouldn't recommend something super strong, and probably also to speak to your doormat about it. For me, I really like the AHA and BHA foaming face wash by the Dermaco. It's fairly gentle, and since it's a face wash, it's going to be very gentle, because when you have active ingredients in your face wash, they don't really stay on your skin for long. Like if you compare it with moisturizers or serums, they really stay on your skin the whole night or the whole day. So if you want to try chemical exfoliation and you're a little worried, then just go for a face wash that has AHAs and BHAs, because that is just going to stay on your skin for as long as you are like rubbing your face and washing your face. So it's not going to adversely affect your skin. Like it's going to be fine. So that's today's live. Thank you so much for joining me today, and you had some really good questions. A lot of different topics were covered today, and let me just clear this towards the end, which because I've seen some questions about this. People asking me how to use the code Mohana. So basically, this code is going to help you get 15% off on Glamrs products on glamrs.com, and you just need to go onto our website, pick whatever you want. Mac Melt is my favorite for today, and just add it to your cart and make sure you type code Mohana, Mohana, and you will get 15% off. So I hope that clears things up, and thank you for joining today. And we've left a comment in the comment box that will have the code written, so you can copy paste the code from the comment box as well. Make sure it's in caps. So thanks for joining, guys, and I will see you on the next live. Until next time, stay tuned and stay glamorous. Bye, guys.